What up, fam? I had to do it. Today, we're going to be talking about red pill men and the manosphere men. Now, I ain't taking no particular shots at anybody, but we're going to talk about an ideology. And I want to know from the brothers what brothers think. If you're a red pill man, if you're a manosphere man, come in, speak, say what's good. We're going to get to the groove after the intro.
Modern day masculine man, take one.
What makes a modern day masculine man? When you drink your liquor straight, a modern day masculine man. I pay all the bills and I tells my woman the truth. Got my shit together, do what I wanna do, say what I wanna say. I won't bend, I won't break, you are not me and I am not you. I kept it real, so now I can do what I wanna do.
Welcome to the Modern Masculine Man Podcast, Mitch. Woo!
What up, fam? I'm here to talk about something I had to talk about. I got to talk about this manosphere red pill ideology. It's like when you wake up and you look at social media, the new fad is two things. The new algorithm, Charleston White. Shout out to Charleston White. Big up to you, brother. You killing the game. And black men tearing black women down. Every day. Every single day. Now, I don't want to use the word tearing black women down loosely, but that's what's happening. Now, I want to talk about a situation today, and I'm going to try to be as brief as possible because I want people to come in and I want people to chime in. If you're a red pill man, if you're a manosphere man, come in and talk to me and say what's good. Say what's on your mind. Now, listen, why every day, though? Every day I get up, I'm going to start you off with some audio from this morning I saw on a brother's page. And disclaimer, any brother who I'm friends with on Facebook, this is not a personal attack against you. I will say I'm disappointed in your content, but if you would like for me and you to have a discussion, we have a discussion. I'm not calling anybody out specifically because I think that's womanish. I think it's femaleish to call somebody out who has, the kids call it clout chasing. Like I could call Charleston White out and hashtag it just for views. So I think that's clout chasing. So we're not going to do that. But I just want y'all to hear some audio real quick.
The black female collective delusion is running
Let me find this
rapid.
audio real quick for you guys. This audio is of a situation. I could actually play the video, but the video is on someone's page. So I don't want to be like that. I think it's petty to call out a person and say this video. I could play the video, but I'm going to start off and I just want you guys to hear this audio. This is audio of a black woman who's got caught stealing to feed her child. Watch.
Oh, shit.
My son is hungry. My son is hungry. You gotta eat. My son is
Hey,
hungry.
it's cool.
My son is hungry.
It's cool.
I don't have my fucking money.
It's good.
My son is hungry. No. Shit.
Wait, what do you want?
Shit. No. My son is hungry.
How much is
I'm
it?
gonna steal. I don't care.
How
I'm
much
gonna
is it? How much is
I'm
it?
gonna take it.
Hey, I'll pay for
My
it.
son is hungry.
I'll
He
pay for
is
it.
hungry. They
Yeah.
took everything from me today.
Now, that's the audio of a black woman. She's basically in a grocery store and she was caught stealing, and a Hispanic man come to her rescue. Now, these red pill manosphere men, they got this saying called winter is coming. And a lot of these brothers are excited. And when I saw this video was shared by a brother that I know personally, a brother that I love and respect, a brother that I agree with a lot of things on, but also a brother that I think is a little bitter, upset. Now, let me explain why. When I saw this video on this brother's page, the men were hashtagging manosphere, hashtagging red pill. They were placing gifts of Kevin Samuels. And they were basically saying, where's her food stamp card at? Winter is coming. Why didn't she manage her money better? She could sell some pussy if she needed to. These men were excited to hear this woman in distress. And I got to thinking, why? Why would a man be excited, a black man be excited to hear a black woman in distress? These manosphere, red pill men are men that lost their 20s and 30s to women, and now they're bitter. And I don't want these men to get upset, but I'm going to explain it. And like I said, the modern masculine man, we ain't doing no cursing. Men that got women pregnant in their 20s, understand, if you get a woman pregnant at 20, at 38, your child ages out of child support. You get it? So let's say men getting women pregnant from their teens to, you see, men lost their 20s and 30s due to child support. Men lost their 20s and 30s due to child support. And when these men should have been building their wealth, building their income, these men were paying child support to 2 and 3 different women. And these men are bitter. And that's why these men are 35 to 55 and up. And these men are excited to see black women suffer on social media. These men wake up every day and they look for videos of black women in compromising positions, and they share it and they post it and they create these little hashtags. Winter is coming. Red pill. Manosphere. Uncle Kevin was right. That's not what Kevin Samuels meant. These men are upset. Let's start off by saying a story, because we want to get some people in, and some people can come in and speak on this situation if they want to. First of all, we want to talk about, imagine if life was a buffet. Imagine if life was a buffet and you was at a buffet that had 1,000 items on it. Big warehouse buffet. Would you get a plate and walk around the entire buffet and make a whole circle around this building? And after you make one circle around this building, I say, hey, man, you ain't got nothing on your plate. You say, yeah, man, it's a lot of shit I don't like. And I said, well, it's 1,000 items on the buffet, right? He said, yeah. And I said, well, how many things you didn't like? He said about 120. I said, so you had 880 things you could pick from, right? He said, yeah, but I'd rather focus on walking around the buffet the whole time talking about the shit I don't want. What do you mean, Javon? These men get up every day. They're 35, 45, 55, as old as 60. They don't have a woman at all. They don't have a woman at all. Yet they purport that black men should abandon black women. Go to another country, get you a woman. Don't date a black woman. Don't date a single mother. Don't date a mother with kids. Okay, you don't like black women, single mothers. You don't have to date them. It's like the item on the buffet. Oh, there's a black woman, single mother. I don't got to pick that shit. But you would rather get up every day and proclaim to the world, leave these women alone. Go to other countries, get other women. They're more subservient. They're more submissive. They'll listen. What's going on, family? You're putting so much time and energy in this because you're bitter, you're hurt, and you're angry. How many black women have you dated for you to be trying to tell the youth, go get you a woman from another country? That's what women do. It's women behavior. We're going to get into it. Number 2, first of all, how is this entertaining to people that watch this? How is it entertaining? I'm going to get up and go watch such and such. They make videos of black women doing bad stuff all the time. And this is entertaining to me. First of all, how are you getting up making these videos every day as the content creator? And how are you getting 20, 30, 40,000 views day after day after day after day of black women in compromising positions? How? How do you enjoy this? The reason you enjoy it is because your life is miserable and you get up every day and you focus on the things that you don't like. Someone's making a video and you watch it and you like it and you share it and you use it as proof that your baby mama ain't no good. You use it as proof to show that your ex-wife left you and took half your money. She ain't no good. How do you get up and create that content every day? Because you're boring, because you're ugly, you're unattractive, you're not sexy, and you're using the algorithm. Black women, modern men, passport, red pill, manosphere. You get up and you're using an algorithm to make you interesting. Whereas I choose to say, hey, look, I can't take it no more. I'm going to speak out about it. Listen, the Ku Klux Klan does not get up every day and talk about black folks and Jews every day. Someday the Ku Klux Klan got advice for white folks. Hey, Ku Klux Klan, this is what we got to do. I got some advice for all Klan members today. It ain't got nothing to do with blacks, white, Jews, or no one else. This is just white man to white man advice. But every day these brothers get up, it's black women ain't this. Winter is coming. Black women ain't this. Black women ain't this. Black women did this. Why are you dedicating your time and energy to creating this content and watching this content? Because you're hurt. Your 20s and 30s were given to child support. The Nation of Islam don't get up and talk about the white man. Women don't get up in the morning and cut black men down like black men get up to cut black women down. You can go to their page and look up. These are people I respect. You can look at their page and see content of nothing but black women being cut down. Now, let's be real. Any man that dedicated his 20s and 30s to working, paying child support, watching a woman take his money, buy weave, as he say, or mismanage his money, is going to be upset. He's going to be upset. So when he see a black woman suffering, he's going to say, yeah, that's what you get. Y'all remember Tyrese was crying. He said, what more do you want me to do? Because he couldn't see his daughter. What if somebody would have said, Tyrese, you should have picked a better baby mom? There's no compassion. When men heard this woman crying, I'm going to play that video one more time. See, can we play it one more time? Like I said, we're just playing the audio. I ain't trying to put nobody out there. Watch this.
Oh, shit.
My son is hungry. My son is hungry. You gotta eat. My son is
Hey, it's cool, it's cool, it's cool.
My son is hungry.
It's cool.
I don't have the fucking money.
It's good, it's good.
My son is hungry. No. Shit.
Wait, what do you want?
My son, my son is hungry.
How much is
I'm
it?
gonna steal. I don't care.
How
I'm
much
gonna
is
take
it? How much is it?
I'm gonna take it.
Hey, I'll pay for it. I'll
My
pay
son
for
is
it.
hungry.
I'll pay
He
for
is
it.
hungry.
The comments. Where are food stamps? She could sell pussy. They don't know what's going on with this lady's life. They're projecting how they feel about black women onto this woman's situation. Listen, we lack empathy for each other. That's no different than a white person getting up every morning and saying, well, let me show you some videos of black folks acting a fool to justify the cops killing them. Let me show you some video of black men acting a fool to justify the cops killing them. Let me show you a video of black men out here running from the police to justify the cops killing them. And these brothers get up every day, and the comments were atrocious. How do you do this? You're boring, you're unattractive, and you're using an algorithm. Your 20s and 30s were ruled by child support. Your 20s and 30s were ruled by child support. Your 20s and 30s were ruled by a woman pulling you by your heartstrings, telling you when and when you could not see your kid, using that kid as a pawn. That's the only way you would get up and create this content or watch this content daily, is if you have a vested interest in low-life women not doing well in life. and you're promoting it. What's your mission? Okay, watch this. Hey, man, you got you a woman of a different race already. Shouldn't you be happy? You got you a Dominican, a Puerto Rican, a Brazilian. You got you a woman from a third world country. So why don't you stop? Why don't you stop? You get off. You didn't get a lot of attention. You get off by this. Why don't you stop? If you don't want any pizza, why just don't eat pizza? Why get up every day? I don't eat pizza. I don't want no pizza. I never eat pizza. I don't want no pizza. Pizza ain't no good. I don't want no pizza. I don't want no pizza. This is what you're doing every day. This is what you're doing every day. Listen, fam, I understand for the first time in African American history, social media, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, it's a place for a black man to have a voice that we've never had before. But we can't be petty as them. We expect women to do that. We expect women to get on Facebook and say, my baby daddy ain't no good. My baby daddy ain't no good. We don't expect men to do that. We can't stoop as low as them. We're breaking man code. Blueface, the rapper. I saw this on the same brother's page. Blueface got in a fight with his girlfriend, and they're saying if she want equal rights, she get equal lefts. And they're bragging because this 24, 25-year-old boy beat his damn girlfriend up. Now, we know as men 35 and above, that's not how we was brought up. We're changing our morals because of our anger and bitterness towards our baby mamas. Yeah, beat her up. Nobody's trying to stop this young man from beating this little girl up, and we're cheering it on. We're cheering it on. Yeah, hit her. She deserves it. We're cheering this thing on. I'm about to open up the floor for anybody that want to come in and speak on this. More than anything, what do you want the outcome to be? What do you think is going to happen? I'm holding black women accountable. Do you think all black women in America are going to come to your page and say, hey, I'm sorry, we messed up. You're right. You finally got us. What's your end result? When do you stop? When do you stop? What's your end result? What's your mission? What would make you happy? Do you need to see all black women kicked out in the street? Do you need to see all black women starving? What do you need to see? And I know I'm going to get called a simp. I know I'm going to get called, and that's a woman tactic. Oh, he's simping. He Captain Save-A-Hoe. Anybody know, I say it all the time, and I'm going to say it right here. I'm 6'6" with white teeth, workout, handsome guy. Look at me. Look at that. Good hair. Good hair. Come on now. Simping for a woman. I'm a polygamist, so I can fuck who I want to do and do what I want to do. I don't even have to lie like you guys. See, you guys will cheat and lie. I don't even have to do that. So save the simp stuff. Save the simp stuff. I'm the epitome of tall, dark, and handsome. So save that. Don't try to shame me or make me feel bad. It's not going to work. It's not going to work to try to make me feel bad about this situation. We're going to open up the floodgates for anybody that want to come in. But listen, why are we now breaking the man code telling, yo, we can go to Colombia, Brazil, Dominican Republic, Philippines, Taiwan, and we can pay for sex? Man, y'all don't need to be telling this shit. Making videos, posting videos, doing stuff all over the world. We ain't supposed to. It's married men out here that told their wife I was going to Colombia on a boys trip, and their wife don't know. Now y'all, yeah, I'm in Colombia. Man, y'all, what man brags about whores? Let me see, can I find this for a second so you can see what I mean? I'm going to go to my YouTube. There's a video out of a man basically putting a girl out. Let's see, can I type it in? I'm going to type in man flies woman out and she doesn't have sex. If that don't come up immediately, we ain't worried about it. Okay, it didn't come up immediately. Let me give you the game. That's why I get more prepared for this. But I'm like, I don't want to be a Wendy Wilson. I'm not no damn talk show host. I made my background look better so people can feel it a little bit better. But basically, this guy flew this girl out. And after 2 days, he said, I've been being a gentleman. And they didn't have sex. So he got her in the car and he's got the camera up. Yo, I'm sending her home because I flew her out and she didn't have sex. Why would you fly out a woman to have sex with you from Instagram? The girl had a flat butt. She catfished him. He still wanted to hit it. You know, I done bought some pussy before, but I never went around bragging about it. When I'm buying pussy, that's when I'm at my lowest. I'm at my lowest, weakest moment. Damn it, I done struck out at the club. I'm going to ride down the alley. I'm going to go on back page and see can I buy me a piece of pussy. I'm at my lowest, weakest moment. That's when my meat can't happen. This guy done flew a girl out. He like, I done spent $5,000 on you and you ain't did this, and this. What make you keep spending money? And he proud. I'm a trick who flew a girl out. Man, you could have tricked off on a girl in your town. You tricking through the gram. I'm a trick that flew a girl out. She didn't give me no pussy. Now I'm mad. So mad that I'm an exposer. Men are hurt. Men are hurt. My 20s, my 30s, I couldn't get ahead. Child support, I couldn't get ahead. And now that their baby mamas are in their 40s, see, y'all don't even know what a cougar is. Let me explain you what a cougar is. And I learned this from white folks a long time ago. A cougar is a woman who has aged out of her children. Let me explain to you what it means. Let's say a woman had her first child at 24. By the time her child is 18, she's 42. So that 40-year-old, 42-year woman, a cougar means she's on the prowl, a cat hunting. I'm 40 years old. A baby is a bag. I want to have another child so that from 40 to 58, I'm taken care of. And these men understand this. And they don't want these women to be taken care of. These men don't want these women to get no love. Honestly, I have no problem with black women. My only issue with them is they don't know how to communicate their feelings. But when I talk to guys like me, tall, handsome football players, guys that are single dads that got their kids, guys that are just kind of G's, guys that are not petty, guys that stick to the code that we were taught when we grew up, we don't have no problem with black women. I'm about to put this link up here. And anybody, man or woman, feel free to come in and speak on this subject. That's the link. Modern Masculine Man for Aggressive Church, Modern Masculine Man for my page. You come in, you feel free to speak on this subject. You can disagree and speak. You can agree and speak. This is a platform of respect. I'm not doing the arguing back and forth, the cussing, none of that. If you want to come in, you can speak. If no one come in, I'm going to chop this up and use it for snippets for my TikTok, because we're to the point now where it's just too bad. It's too bad. It's actually ridiculous. Every day. What's your mission? You have to be hurt. You have to be hurt. You have to be bitter. You have to be dejected to get up every day and want to find footage of someone suffering. Black women have a hard time getting along, but they're in competition. They're not resentful towards each other. So if a black woman see another black woman in that situation, she said, hey girl, I understand. Here go my food stamp card, or here goes some money I pay. She don't laugh at that. These men were loose with their meats. Bottom line. I know guys 35 to 40, 45 who don't have children, who are not upset. I got a brother, Mississippi Freedom, say, black women ain't nothing. Freedom, freedom. He said, Mississippi black women ain't nothing. Brother, if you don't mind, you can feel free to come in. And like I said, this is a no judgment zone. We rap. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I know you don't know all black women in Mississippi. Depending on your level in life, I know you haven't dated. You could be a doctor, a lawyer. I don't know you, brother. You could be an upscale brother. You can make this much money. You can be in this circles. But I know you haven't dated all women in all circles. You know what I mean? But if you feel you can come in, and if you want to, brother. If you don't want to come in, you don't have to. But I'm just being real, man. There's a gender war going on. It's really a gender war. Who is that? I got a super chat from Peace. Appreciate you. I gotta say, she just hit me upside my head with a damn super chat. Thank you so much, Peace. Like I said, I just can't imagine myself at a buffet not picking anything. And there are a lot of things I like. These brothers don't have a woman at all. These brothers are at stroke age. These brothers are at heart attack age. These brothers are not fit. These brothers are out of shape. These brothers don't have a woman at all. These brothers are upset or perturbed or disappointed in black women, but they don't have a woman at all. They don't have a woman at all. Back in the day, they call it not having a card, a dog in the fight. If you don't have a woman at all, now if you didn't marry a white woman or got with a white woman or a Filipino woman, and you got a woman and you could say, hey, I've been with this Filipino woman, this white woman, this Mexican woman, this South American woman, this African woman for 2-3 years. And these are the things that I've noticed that are different about them. But we can't go off your advice saying, hey, I went to Dominica or Colombia and had sex with some prostitutes that waited on me hand and foot for $30, $40. You don't have a woman. What are you comparing it to? Your trips and sexual life overseas? We got the brother. Come on in here, brother Chris. Talk to us, man. You see what we talking about, man. Let me bring this brother in. I got to put my headphones to really understand what he's saying. Let me see. Oh, Chris, you got yourself muted. You got to unmute yourself. I got to put my headphones. Yeah, brother, you got yourself muted. Go ahead and speak on it. Now, let me ask you something before we get started. Are you familiar with what I mean when I say there are a lot of brothers that you know, some you may not know, that get up every morning and post this content about black women?
Yeah, it's Revenge of the Nerds.
Now, look, let me ask you this. Why do you call it Revenge of the Nerds? And what are you seeing? What type of stuff are you seeing? Are you seeing it on Facebook? Are you seeing it on YouTube? I mean, why do you call it Revenge of the Nerds?
YouTube, number one. And I think there's two separate sides to it. It's one thing to tell your story, But as you mentioned, it's another thing when men champion, you know, the misfortunates, the bad things that some of our women go through in life, you know, whether it come from a general mistake or, hey, you know, comes with making poor decisions in life. You know, the fact that we champion and, you know, we hand clapping, you know, somebody's life in a demise in that moment of time, you know, that's a little bit different to me. And that's why I call it revenge of the nerds. Because these are the women that, hey, they didn't give you a chance, didn't give you an opportunity. And when you're honest about it, and, you know, from all these talking points that you give, you don't even want to deal with it. So why waste so much time degrading her? But, you
I
know,
think what it is this, bro. Like you said, and that's an interesting perspective, revenge of the nerds. I always say these men are the type of men that in the 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th grade, they couldn't get a certain type of woman, right? And then as they got older, they made a little money. And the first bad chick they got, they wifed. Now, this is the upper end, meaning these guys are good men that tried to do right. Nerds, cornballs, dweebs, graduated from college, had a little money, and the first bad chick they got, they wife. They tried to do the right thing. And they realized this black woman then divorced me, took half my money and my kids. I know brothers like that, brothers that they're famous on Facebook that have lost half their fortune behind a woman, right? These men are angry and upset because they tried to do it the right way, right? And then you have a sect of men that just was loose dick, you know, getting girls pregnant 18, 19, 20. So what it has come together, that's why it's such a wide array of men. You see doctors, lawyers, teachers, down to street niggas. You never seen men of this echelon agree with men on this echelon unless it's about what? A baby mama. The doctor and the lawyer don't stoop down to deal with this street guy unless they saying, man, my baby mama ain't shit too. My baby mama ain't shit too. Those worlds don't collide. So I think we have a situation. You take a man like me. I had my first child at 43 years old. So my 20s and 30s were dedicated to fun and building an empire. I don't have a job. I have a stream of income. You're never going to see me get on here and say, this is how much money I make. So my 20s and 30s were dedicated to a situation where now I'm 44 years old. I'm a stay-at-home dad. How old are you, Chris?
31 years old.
You got any kids?
None as of yet.
Okay, so you have no kids as of yet. Now, let's be real, and I don't want you to be too personal about your life, but you're a handsome guy. You work, make good money. How do you perceive your relationships with black women? Have you been getting dogged or have you just been having a goddamn ball through life? I mean, talk to me, bro. I ain't trying to lead you, but
No. It's all good, G. You know, I don't have that experience. Like I said, I consider myself, I have a personality, I'm handsome. I haven't had some of the struggles that some of our other brothers may have had. And like you mentioned, you know, these guys were given a blueprint by other men or whoever to say, hey, you do this, you do that, you know, this should guarantee you this type of woman, this type of life going forward. So I can understand why, hey, I feel like, well, I've been bamboozled.
yeah.
I got the job, you know, I got the house, I took care of business, you know, I did what I need to do for this woman and she left me. And sometimes, you know, as men, we kind of got to know our soft skills when we deal with women. Because sometimes we try to make everything too textbook. And any man that deals with women know dealing with women from a textbook mindset is far-fetched. Because as we know, there are going to be ones more in tap with their emotions than we are. And so, you know, every now and then they're going to take you on a little whirlwind. And, you know, but you gotta be prepared for that. Now, again, go
So
ahead,
let me
brother.
ask you something, man. I realize what I'm seeing is a tick for tack. Men want to see women suffer and get theirs. Like, say, for example, have you ever watched a movie And in that movie, it was somebody that was just a villain or a bad cop. And you like, man, I can't. And you know it's a movie, right? And you just like, ooh, when he get his, ooh, I can't wait to see him get his ass beat. You know what I'm saying? It's like Debo Friday. We knew at some point Craig was gonna have to fight Debo, and we was just like, I hope he whoop his ass. But black women aren't the villain. So I don't understand how we're celebrating seeing them suffer. No different than Kevin Samuel wasn't a villain. And our sisters were celebrating. Some were celebrating when he passed. Black men are saying, yeah, winter is coming. They canceling Section 8. They doing this, they doing that. And I'm like, I don't really know no women on Section 8. So that don't affect me personally. Or they canceling child support. You can't get child support unless you were married. Well, my baby lived with me. I don't really know nothing about that. So with you being 31, a question that I have for you, I'll never forget. I had family members, friends, cousins that used to say, hey man, what your meat don't work? Why you ain't got no kids? What you waiting for? You know what I'm saying? Have you been asked that at 31? And I used to respond, hey man, you accidentally got that girl pregnant. I remember when that girl told you she was pregnant, you was sad, you was upset, and you was hoping she have an abortion. Now you taunting me because I don't have kids when you mistakenly made them damn babies. Speak on that for me.
Yeah, you know, I get that. You know, so many of us have kids. It's like a black taboo now. Hey, you know, have kids in our before we even hit our 20s. So the fact that a man or a woman has made it to their 30s without a child sometimes even raises an eyebrow. You know, people don't look at it as, oh, you were responsible. And I'll be honest with me, I wouldn't have always been responsible. You know, some of it been responsible, and some of it, that's just how the coin fell in my favor, I'll say. But you know, people raise an eyebrow, how come you haven't had kids? Or what's wrong with you? But you know what I'm saying? Or, you know, oh, homophobic jokes, you know what I'm saying? Oh, well,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
must be
yeah. Are
gay,
you
you
gay?
know,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
or yeah, or you know, or you ain't really out here sticking like, you know how men as we talk, hey, you can't
You
be
ain't
sticking
hit
like
nothing.
that, bro, like you said, yeah.
And I
So
see brothers all the time back in the day, and you've heard it. Brothers say, man, look at that ass. I'll put a baby in her. I'd put a baby in her. I got a brother named Freedom. I want to hit a couple of his comments and I want to respond to him because the brother said he's at work and he can't respond. He wish he could come in. He says our women are the only women on the face of the earth that are messed up, welfare, uneducated. Go to the projects, go to Social Security office, go to food stamp office. They are there, fam. Now, let me explain something to you, brother. My wife is in the house, and like I said, I have an open relationship. I believe in telling the women the truth. I do what I want to do. My wife can tell you this, brother. My side bitches, and I don't want to brag. My side bitches are superintendents, doctors, lawyers, hairdressers, business owners. I don't know no fucking hood rats, bro. See, this is the thing that we're saying. I would never put a baby in one of them women. I don't know no women that be at the welfare office. I don't know no project women. I wouldn't sleep when I was in college. We ain't going over there fucking no project girl, man. I'm a college nigga. I'm a 6'6" pretty boy. You know, I'm too good for that. You see this man right here, he 31. This man he too good for that. So when our brothers be like, yo, these project broads and these broads, this and this, I be like, man, you fucking with them broads? I don't fuck them broads.
but what results do you expect if your example is women from the projects?
But what I'm saying to this brother is all those women that here talking about, they low life women to me. I'm not concerned about them. All the men that date those women, I'm not concerned about them. I'm concerned about middle and upper class people with some sense. So what I'm saying when I say how we view the world and how we view women is from the scope of the women we've dated and messed with. So when somebody say, regardless of what state you're from or what area you're from, let me give you a perfect example. When I met my wife, we used to joke and laugh. I ain't had no tattoos. I got a tattoo of her name on my wrist and her name signature right here. Now I did it for her to show her that I love her. I ain't had no tattoos. I ain't had no earrings. I ain't have I didn't wear hats, no tattoos, no earrings, no criminal record. I'm just a different motherfucker than most niggas, bro. And that's what nobody wants to understand. I never was enticed by sneakers, Jordans. I never was enticed by a street life, a crime life. I always thought that shit was crazy. So when I say low life people, I just say I'm not being offensive. I'll give you a perfect example of what I mean. I was talking to a great friend of mine, and he was like, man, I ain't had nobody growing up in the hood. I ain't had nobody to look up to, this, that, and the other. I said, okay, so who did you look up to? He said, I gravitated to the drug dealers and the street guys. I wanted the fresh shoes and the fresh clothes and wanted the car and all that. I said, okay, how old were you when you wanted that? He said 13. I said, okay, now you done went to jail and did 19 years. Now you're out, you're 45. You got a job working 45, 50 hours a week, and you still want the same shit you wanted at 13, 14. I said, you got on the Jordans. I said, don't you? He said, yeah. I said, so how the fuck is you 45 wanting the same shit that you wanted when you was 13? Now, you didn't live your whole life. So when we talk about a low life mindset, that's what I'm talking about. Low life men hook up with low life girls. And it's hard for us to sometimes to explain, and we feel a certain way. It's so easy for a woman to say, my baby daddy ain't shit. He ain't this. He ain't that. He ain't that. He doesn't do that. Well, you fucked him and had a baby by him.
It's much easier to say to keep it real and say, I really and truly don't have access to the type of man or woman that I would really like to be with.
Hey, bro,
because they wouldn't put up with me. They wouldn't put up with me. So it's easier to degrade maybe what's on my level or what's below me. But we're all trying to get to the top.
Yes.
To some degree, whatever you have that in your mind. And the truth of the matter is, some people ain't finna give you the time of the day.
You know what's crazy, Chris? Kevin Samuels was showing women, yo, you're not all you think you are. And like you just said, you don't have access to the type of man you want. You know how hard it is to tell a brother, yo, bro, you don't have access to quality women. Quality women wouldn't date you, bro. Quality women wouldn't date all them tattoos. Quality women wouldn't date your credit score. Quality women wouldn't date you with the children you have. Quality women wouldn't give you the time of day. And the quality black women that wouldn't give you the time of day that you're upset with, the white women wouldn't give you time of day. The white women wouldn't give you the time of day. The Dominican women, my brother says, look what happened to the president of Jackson State that came here to Mississippi. He was from North Carolina. He ended up in jail messing with a prostitute in Mississippi. Look it up. Well, I don't know why well, that's him. He should have went to Columbia. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know what that example is. Is it that the woman messed him up? The prostitute pulled him in?
Like he didn't have his nightlife affairs in order. That's what it sound like to me.
Brother, when you said that, that's so amazing. It's almost like saying this. One of the hardest things in life that us as black men don't want to do is say, you know what? My education, my job skills will not, my level of intelligence, my charisma, and my talents will not afford me the lifestyle that I wish I had. The person and the man that I am, who I was raised, cannot surpass 35, 40, 50 bands. And it's going to be some people that have a hard time dealing with that. Now, I'm going to ask you a real question, and we ain't going to get into your income, but you in a truck right now. It looked like a work truck. You got on a work truck. You got on brown. So you're a blue collar brother, right?
I am not.
Now I'm pretty sure you want your own businesses and all that, but that come in the future, whatever you want to do. But right now, you do understand that what level of income that you can make with who you are, right?
Absolutely.
And are you going to go out here and floss and flex and fly women out and try to do anything? Or are you going to let this woman know I'm a blue collar brother right now with a dream?
I'm gonna let her know I'm a blue collar brother with a dream.
Now, the sad thing about some brothers is what we don't realize, our 7th grade self, a lot of brothers in life looked up and decided, yo, based on who I am right now, I know for sure that the GS 300 that I won't be able to afford. See, I knew when I was young, I said, oh shit, I'm an athlete. I'm going to college. At least I get out of my hometown. I don't have to sell dope. If I want to fly somewhere, I can get a good job because I'm going to be a college educated person. I might go to the league or something. But some people look up and they say, you know what? Based on who I am with my level of intelligence, my education, my skills and my trades, I might be a Walmart worker who works here and there. And that's okay. That's okay. But it's so hard to say, hey, I didn't equip myself, so I'm going to be a laborer. I'm going to be a laborer, and that's okay. Instead of saying that, we say America ain't no good. Okay, well, what if they all of a sudden say, we opening up the floodgates for you? What are you qualified to do? What if they said that? It's so hard for us to say, you know what, based on my height, my weight, my income as a man, I can't get this good, loving, caring, sweet black woman that I want that's going to submit to me. I can't get her, man. It's hard. And that's our biggest problem, bro.
I agree.
You got anything you want to say before we wrap you up, man? Take us out of
Man,
here.
you know, I always, we discussing the issue, but always give some solution. It's not gonna be nothing too practical, but you can't be a winner out here in this game if you're thinking like a loser. That's the only thing I can give. So, I hope it shouldn't go over nobody's head, but you know what I'm saying? I hope it'll fill your plate up and it's food for thought. Man, that's all I got to say. I appreciate the Modern Masculine Man podcast. Thank you for having me on. Y'all be cool. And hey,
I
put some
appreciate
dubs
you,
up.
man.
Let's be winners, baby.
You already know it. AM Family Adventures says, I just, as a woman who has been ostracized from the modern black woman community, understand where these men come from. Ma'am, I understand where these men come from too. But let me explain something to you as a man. There are certain privileges that men and women are afforded. White privileges. There are certain tall privileges. There are certain things, light-skinned privileges. Men could have 10 women and we're considered smooth and cool. Women could be sleeping with 2 men and considered a whore. So there are certain things that we expect women to do. This is a world of survival. We don't expect a woman to keep her word, no matter what you guys say. Men don't expect women to keep our word, but we expect men to keep our word. I've dated women in the past and I said, hey, listen, I don't want to do anything. I'm strictly here for sex, and I'm the type of guy, if I hit you 2-3 times, if you don't let me smash your cousin or your friend or something, I'm going to get bored with you. And they be like, oh, no, I understand. As soon as I get bored, they flip out and they say, I'm a woman. You can't fuck me like that and be cooking that good and think I ain't going to fall in love. So I expect the woman to go back on her word. I expect the woman to be petty. I expect the woman to blast her baby daddy. I don't expect the man to do that. I expect a woman to go on social media on Father's Day and say, I'm the mama and the daddy. I expect this. I expect women to deal in emotions. I expect them to express their pain and their hurt. I don't expect men who, if that's the case, who gonna lead the children? We're going against the man code. We're going against everything that's community. We're not feeding all the kids because we upset. We want to see a man beat his girlfriend up because we upset. Well, women, they want to be tough. They need to. No, bruh. We have to have a standard for men. I would love for that sister to come in and have matured and been counseled due to trauma I endured from being an outlier. And sister, I believe you. Any woman that understands a man will be called to pick me. And I understand women understanding men. But let me explain something to you. And this is where I'm a master teacher and I appeal to our Black people's nature. Time is a father. Father time. Time is a man. Time don't give a damn about nothing. You gonna die. That pussy gonna stop working. That dick gonna stop working. We don't care how nice she been. Michael Jordan is gonna get old. He can't shoot ball no more. Time ain't gonna have no mercy. Time ain't gonna have no mercy. So time is a father. Nature is a mother. She provides and gives. You understand what I mean? What's love? What's a hug? Is a hug a man or a woman? Is it father hug or woman hug? Is it father rational understanding or woman rational understanding? Is it father emotion or woman emotion? They call it Mother Earth because she's the giver of life, so-called. She's the sustainer of life. Men give life. That's a whole nother story. But we don't expect our men to act like our women. We just don't expect that. When our men act like our women, we are out of balance. As a man, if a woman is slapping me and hitting me, I'm strong enough to grab her hands, hold them. I can push her away and get away. I don't have to haul off and knock the hell out no woman. Any man that says she deserves to get hauled off and knock the hell out of, that's not how he was raised. We was not raised to hit women. So what happened to that man to make his mind change? As men, we were raised to be protectors and providers of the village. As men, we were raised to bring everybody a cookie. What happened to us that make us say, I'm only gonna bring my child something? What happened to us? What happened to us that make us see a mother stealing for her child to laugh at it? You's a motherfucking nigga that's sad and hurt. And there ain't no other way to explain it. To get up every day and dog Black women, and don't have a white woman. Go to another country and get a poor woman from a third world country. Why? Because in America, you a chump dweeb in every race. In America, you a chump and a dweeb in every race. None of these men are attractive. None of these men are attractive. None of these men are handsome. And let me tell you something. This term high value man is so funny how all the high value men hid. I've never seen a word get canceled. Them niggas canceled the word high value man. What happened to all the high value men? What happened to all the high value men? High value just mean the woman got more to take from you. If you look at a woman like that, if you're a high value man, every high value man, Bill Gates is Jeff Bezos. Bill Gates and Jeff Bezos are the most high value men in America. They women just left them, took half of their fortune. Jeff Bezos' wife left him for a substitute teacher. So money don't make no women respect you. Women respect masculinity. And masculinity is not getting up every day dogging women. You don't have a woman at all. Like I said, when you go out, Freedom got 3 baby mamas. Now, Freedom, let's talk, brother. I want to invite you on my show. Freedom, you have 3 baby mamas. 80% of black mothers have children by 19% of black men. You are correct, Freedom. Freedom, do you understand that what you're saying is you are one of the guys of that 20% of men that impregnate 80% of the women? So what we're really saying is there's 20% of men that will get 3 women pregnant. You're one of them. I wouldn't get 3 women pregnant. Most guys with morals and grew up around men with some understanding would know it's harder to buy 3 chickens. That's 3 kids in 3 different households. You got to buy 4 chickens. You got to get yourself a chicken. See, most men who grew up around men were taught about child support. So I'm not knocking you, brother. Don't get this wrong. He says he has 3 baby mamas. Of course, you're going to be upset with women. Ain't nowhere in the hell you can have a life with 3 baby mamas. Got to be tough, Bo. Who done it to you, though? Did they do it to you, or did you come in them women, bro? I'm asking you, who did it to you? Who did it to you, Freedom? Because they ain't do it to you. Who came in them women? You see what I mean? So, of course, your perception of women are going to be different. Now, guess what? If 20% of men get 80% of women pregnant, that means you came in one of them 80% of low-life women. I hate to say it, bro, and I'm just being real. You a low-life, and you got 3 low-life women pregnant. We don't even want to fucking hear y'all talk. You, as a low-life, and the women that are low-lives, y'all are the ones fussing and complaining. The good men and women living lives. Now, brother, when I say I don't want to hear you talk, don't take that wrong. What I'm saying is you got 3 baby mamas. You are part of the statistic. So if we was to say, hey, it's 100 men and 100 women, we're going to put 20 men in the room with them 80 women, them the low lives. Everybody else married with kids. Everybody else married with kids. Everybody else married with kids or ain't got no kids. Now we got this 20 men in here with these 80 women, them the low lives, and they always talking. Now watch this, not me be funny. My man said we all have BS degrees. Now look, let's be funny. Let's be real. Let's do this. Let me give you a perfect example of what I mean. And brother, I don't want you to take this the wrong way. Watch this. Watch this. Freedom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm proving a point. 9, 10, 11, 12. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I don't got to go on. You've been talking more than anybody on here. You have the least fucking advice to give. You're actually the failure. You're the guy on here with 3 baby mamas. You're the failure. Now, don't take that the wrong way. Notice what I said. The ones that do the fucked up shit are the loudest. You're living proof, walking proof. I'm not trying to dish you, brother. I'm not trying to dish you. He said one has a master's degree. So what? You got 3 baby mamas, man. You got 3 baby mamas, and you're talking the most. The person who's married, doing right, ain't got shit to say. He's saying, man, I ain't concerned about that bullshit. That's some bullshit. My brother said I need help. I'm glad you acknowledged that, brother. See, people don't understand My show is Modern Masculine Man. Instead of a woman pop up here, I want to talk to that brother. I want to talk to that brother because I can help that brother not heal, but just be sensible and have a better relationship with his baby mamas, because he already saying the hell with women and this, that, and the other. So we already know if you feel like that, there's a certain thing. I'm not saying you don't do for your kids. I'm saying the way you're talking simply means that you ain't happy when you see your baby mamas. You know what I mean? So that's why I always say the people who do the fucked up shit, they always want to always talking. In my opinion, black women are wonderful. If I ask them to do a threesome, they do a threesome with me. I don't take money from women, but if I ever needed any help, they was willing to give me their credit card and offer me help. Every woman that I've ever dealt with on the side, I tell them I have a wife at home, and in order for you to deal with me, if I'm not just gonna fuck you, you got to meet my wife. And my wife is on here. She'll respond if my wife is still on here. Hey, wife, what do women do when they meet you? Wife, when women meet you, what do? So I have a perfect relationship with women. Me and my wife picked my baby mama. She had the baby for me and gave us the baby. I think it has more to do with how you will and deal and make decisions. You know what I mean? See what my wife said? Bring me gifts. I tell them if you're going to meet my wife, respect her and bring her a gift. So certain kind of men can do that. And I'm not bragging. I'm just saying certain kind of men who tell the truth can do that. Certain kind of men ain't got no problem with black women, bro. Certain kind of men ain't bitter. Certain kind of men ain't sad. Certain kind of men did not owe their 20s and 30s to child support. Certain kind of men see their kids when they get ready. My brother said facts. I appreciate you, brother. We're going to get out of here. Y'all know what time it is. We put these same banners up every time. You can PayPal us at J Clark Products if you want to help in any kind of way. You can Zelle us at 919-292-5374. And if you want me to get this thing right now to show me some love so I can go get me a baby drink, you can Cash App me at The Master Teacher. I ask that y'all share this and put this out to the world. And we're going to continue to talk about real life situations. My man, Freedom, I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate your honesty. And I would love to have you on a live and me and you could just talk. Because I've talked to brothers and worked situations out. I ain't saying I'm no counselor, but I give great reflective discourse. I appreciate y'all. We're going to get out of here. Modern Masculine Man.
Modern day masculine man, take one.
What makes a modern day masculine man? When you drink your liquor straight, a modern day masculine man. I pay all the bills and I tells my woman the truth. Got my shit together, do what I wanna do, say what I wanna say. I won't bend, I won't break, you are not me, and I am not you. I kept it real, so now I can do what I wanna do. Modern masculine man. Welcome to Man School.
Welcome to the Modern Masculine Man Podcast, Mitch.